How good's Victoria? Have I been saying that all day?
Yeah. That 16-mile Jeep track that we did today was so much fun.
So steep. It was great. It was a good time. Love this spot. Can't get enough of it.
It's epic.
How's that for a view? What a spot.
How are we still going up?
I haven't seen this much low range since Cape York.
This is proof of a good day out though, in my opinion.
Let's go. Should be a good day. G'day, welcome back to another episode of us exploring the Victorian High Country. So you might remember from our last episode, we left Mansfield and headed up to Pineapple Flat, and then we made our way over to King's Hut and then up to Craig's Hut via the Monument Track, which was a really cool experience, very steep track. So in this episode, we camped just down the road from Craig's Hut in this nice little campsite. It was probably only, I don't know, kilometre away from up at Craig's Hut. And this episode, we're going to be making our way. Good morning.
Hello.
We're going to be making. What are we doing this episode? We're going to head down from this campsite just near Craig's Hut.
We're going to kick it off by visiting Bindareefalls, which looks like a really cool little waterfall you can explore and walk like right under. So I'm pretty excited to check that out. And then after that, we are going to pretty much try and follow the Howqua River, I think. Sorry if that's not how you pronounce it. As best we can, check out some of the four-wheel drive tracks and head across to Sheepyard Flat.
Some nice spots tracking along the river on the way to Sheepyard Flat that look really cool. So maybe we can throw a line in, do a bit of fishing, see how far we can get.
Tomorrow we'll probably head, sort of start leaving that Alpine National Park region and find some cool four-wheel drive tracks with a goal to have our endpoint at Jamieson.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Can't wait. Love this spot. Can't get enough of it.
Yeah, it's epic. It's a little bit cold though. I'm in my puffer jacket already.
It was 8 degrees when I got up this morning at about 7:30, so I don't know what it got down to last night, but it was pretty cold.
It was cold. I'm also a little weak.
I'd rather that than be hot. All right, let's go. Should be a good day. Not far from Bindaree Falls, you'll find another bush camp called Bindaree Campground. The historic Bindaree hut still stands and is located on the bank of the Howqua River. We absolutely loved all of these campsites that we found along this river. It really is the quintessential high country camping experience. Finally made it to camp.
Yes, finally made it to camp.
It's quite the day.
It was. We have officially crossed over into the Howqua historic area, which is beautiful. We ended up spending a lot longer on the tracks today than we thought, so we've gotten to camp a little bit later than we planned, but that's okay. We've managed to find the most incredible spot.
It's prime real estate.
Prime real estate. I will show you around. So it's Pickerings camp area. It's quite big, so there's actually quite a few other people here, but they're so far away that I can't see or hear them, which is amazing. But yeah, come check out our front veranda, our view for the night. So we've got a spot right on the Howqua River.
How good's Victoria?
So good.
Have I been saying that all day?
Yeah. We're a little bit obsessed with this area.
Look at that.
So good. Got a campfire spot right here. Pull up some chairs and have some dinner. That 16-mile Jeep track that we did today was so much fun. Hey.
So steep.
There was lots.
It was great. It was a good time. I don't know about doing it in the rain or if it's been wet, because it's really.
There's quite a few steep ascents and descents, a few river crossings, which are awesome. But yeah, if it's wet, I'd be a little bit nervous. But it was totally fine today, and it just sort of wound through the forest and was. Yeah, it was awesome. We lost track of time, which is why we got into camp so late. But yeah, managed to score this spot, so I'm pretty happy.
D-Max did a ripper job.
It did. So I think we're just going to set up, have some dinner, have a little fire, and just chill out for the night.
Sounds good. But before we set up camp, the only bad thing about having stuff on the back and doing dusty tracks.
This is proof of a good day out though, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. You know, the good thing about the Bush Company tents as well is obviously you're getting heaps of dust coming up the back, and we never get any in there. The seals are really good. We never end up with dust inside the tent, which is obviously amazing.
You'd think we'd just done Cape York or something.
The worst part about the Cape is that it was like this every day, but it was just that bright red, and it stained everything. It's crazy.
At least this cleans it easy.
Yeah. We might be here a while. just while we're about to sit down and eat dinner and watch the bush telly tees in stock now, navy, white and black. Pop a link up here for you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Cup of tea.
Thank you.
How's the view from this window?
Pretty spectacular.
I slept so well. I always sleep well when it's cold.
You can see the steam of my... Nah.
Tea.
Alright, so Maddie has decided to go for a little swim in the river. It's definitely warming up a lot faster than it has the last few days, which will hopefully make for a really nice day. But yes, I am on brekkie duty and I have promised some breakfast smoothies this morning. So the plan for today, obviously we didn't quite make it to the Shipyard Flat campsite that we planned to last night, but we're continuing to head in that direction. We're going to take the Howqua Hills Track and head over towards Jameson via the Mitchellstrack, I believe. So hopefully we can find some more cool little four-wheel drive spots and other beautiful campsites that we pass. And yeah, should be a good day.
How good's Victoria? finally made it to Sheepyard Flat Campground, which is an awesome free camp located in the Howqua Hills historic area. It's one of the more popular campgrounds to visit, and it was pretty busy when we arrived, but it's the perfect base for hiking, fishing and four-wheel driving adventures into the high country. After a quick stop, we decided to push on. Next up, it was time to tackle the Howqua Hills Track. We eventually made our way onto the Mitchellstrack, which runs through an old mine site. The old slate mine sits quite high and has a massive drop off to the west, making for some pretty incredible views over the mountains. It's definitely worth a stop off if you're on this track.
Learning to trust this downhill descent control.
She's so steep.
I'm like literally getting thrown forward into my seatbelt. How's that for a view? What a spot.
How are we still going up?
I haven't seen this much low range since Cape York. Like constant low range. Pretty wild. These tracks are really cool.
So much fun.
So much fun. Very steep in parts.
How's your undies?
Very good.
Is it recording?
It is recording. Good morning.
Good morning.
That was a bit of an abrupt end to last night. We got... The mitchellstrack was a bit more than we bargained for, so it's probably something that you would set aside a whole day to do, especially if you're filming, because obviously everything takes way longer. But yeah, it took a lot longer than we thought. After that last shot that we showed you yesterday, the track got worse. So
a lot worse.
yeah, so the campsite that we were trying to get to, the Granny's Flat side of the mitchellstrack, is the worst side. So we started on the northern end, and then it just progressively got worse and worse and worse. And it ended up being, like completely black. It was 9 p.m. before we pulled in here.
In that last K, there's one particular ascent that we walked, and it was like 9 o'clock, pitch black. And Maddie was sussing it out, and we already had a sort of a bad feeling about it. And I got out to check down sort of the bottom. And basically, if you had taken the wrong route or the car started to slip or anything like that, right down the bottom, it was just like a cliff face at the end. Well, we would have just gone straight off. And I think at that point we decided...
Didn't want to die yesterday.
We just felt like last night wasn't our night to go. So we really wanted to film some of these more challenging tracks, because obviously that's, would have been really cool, but it was just getting too dark. We couldn't even film it. So sorry about that. You're just going to have to trust us. But if you do love camping and you do love four-wheel driving, it is an awesome track to try.
Yeah.
We're not trying to tell you not to come and do it, because it was really, really fun until it got pitch black.
Yeah. No, it was good. Ended up doing the Symes track to get back to this campground here, which is the Running
Creek Reserve.
Running Creek Reserve, yeah.
Quite beautiful. You've got the river again right next to the campsite, and it looks like there's some vans up behind us, so it looks like you could probably access this from another route as well with your van, which is sort of cool.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed the start of our High Country series.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you did like the episode, especially if you want to see more Vic High Country areas, because we are definitely visiting some even more iconic spots in the next couple of episodes, which we're really excited about.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
See you then.